We walk through a Mediterranean landscape. The scent of rosemary fills the air, and birdsong surrounds us. Crops grow alongside forests and wetlands. Every corner belongs to an ecosystem that constantly changes and adapts.
We are CIDE. We study both the ecosystems and the people who live in them. We generate scientific knowledge later share with stakeholders who take informed decisions about the ecosystem's conservation.
Soil is one of the most overlooked elements of ecosystem sustainability. After decades of research in forests and farmland, we share our knowledge to inspire new ways of managing the land.
We collaborate with AgriCells and UPCCell's data space for the agri-food sector, sharing soil data on agricultural land use in the Valencian community. Our soil analysis service is available to companies and public administrations.
Ensuring clean water for every use is one of today's greatest challenges. At CIDE, we address it through digital models, artificial intelligence, and environmental monitoring, creating practical solutions for both public institutions and companies.
The Food and Environmental Safety Research Group, SAMA, participates in the Scientific Advisory Committee of the Parque Natural of La Albufera, as well as in national and international networks related to the monitoring of emerging contaminants as perfluoroalkyl substances, pharmaceuticals, and illicit drugs through the analysis of environmental samples as soil, sediment, water, wastewater, and so on.
To study the climate, we rely on a network of weather stations that deliver precise, localized data. This information feeds models that help us reconstruct past climates and predict future conditions, especially those linked to wind patterns.
Tools such as our Metadrone capture unique data from the atmosphere, and this information is key for public administrations and companies working in areas such as predicting extreme weather events, energy management, forest fire monitoring, and agriculture.
Biodiversity is more than the variety of species. It's the foundation of ecological balance. At CIDE, we study it to understand how ecosystems work, how they respond to disturbance, and how that knowledge can guide conservation and sustainable management.
To understand the drivers of ecosystem stability, we combine greenhouse experiments with analysis of permanent plot data from around the globe. Also locally, we collaborate within the BioClima network with the national park authorities and the CF.
In arid environments, we study how mutualistic interactions between plants, animals and microbes shape plant communities. We host international students from all over Europe and collaborate with dryland ecologists from Mexico, US and Argentina.
By studying the effects of wildfires on plants and animals, we get the scientific basis for their management, including prevention and ecological restoration.
We collaborate with public administrations to select those species that are best adapted to aridity and use them in ecological restoration practices.
Preserving biodiversity means managing the land responsibly. At CIDE, we explore ways to make agriculture more sustainable, improving crop efficiency, protecting soils, and supporting farmers. We also study traditional conservation practices and the role of cultural heritage as part of the agricultural landscape.
We are in a bobal vineyard in which, with local producers, we are exploring the genetic variability of this cultivar, aiming to improve water use efficiency, productivity, and grape and wine quality.
We analyze the effect of different soil management practices on soil health in order to improve or regenerate those that are degraded and boost resilience against climate change, all in the agroecosystems.
The results of our studies, recently incorporated into the report Cultural Heritage at Risk in Science for Public Policy, demonstrate how historical heritage can inspire and guide contemporary strategies for territorial sustainability.
We approach these environmental challenges from new perspectives. Using remote sensing and geospatial analysis, we rely on satellite imagery, drones, remote sensors, and 3D models to better understand ecosystems.
We model ecosystems to reduce climate change risks using LiDAR, radar, drones, satellites. We are currently collaborating with the University of Padua in Italy on floodings and fires, and at CIDE in the Netherlands on wetlands conservation.
We develop remote sensing algorithms for the estimation of vegetation variables at the global scale that then we use for monitoring terrestrial ecosystems for a better understanding of vegetation climate variables, climate change, and many other applications in the fields of ecology and agriculture.
CIDE is a multidisciplinary research centre grounded in its territory, reaching beyond borders. Our science provides the foundation for solutions that are already making an impact where they are needed.
And now that you know about CIDE, we are counting on you to help us to go even further.